me back to Georgia, back to Atlanta.
You know what's crazy? I have been recording for like 15 minutes now, and I was crying and I was being authentic and I was truly pouring from the heart, and I knew it was some good content, and this mic wasn't on. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be just a little bit different. I was going to include this in the Atlanta vlog. It's going to be kind of like a podcast style, or just even maybe a FaceTime. And if you want to go see the Atlanta vlog, it is now out. Please go ahead and click either here or in the description to go ahead and check that out. And with that being said, let's get right into it. And my voice might sound a little crazy, but like I said, I recorded like 15 minutes of me speaking to the camera, and I was literally crying because it just made me so emotional being back in this city. And if you know anything about numerology, today's an 11 day. I'm an 11. And that's all that needs to be said. But basically, like, yeah, I had a lot of time to reflect, and it just made me realize how grateful I am for this city. I'm getting emotional again. I'm gonna get emotional again, but that's okay, because like I said in my other clips, like, that's how you know it's real. Like, I used to make fun of, not even make fun of, but I used to kind of cringe or would feel like she's crying on camera when I would see it. But like, this is real. And the thing is, like, this city means a lot to me. It does. And it's funny because while I was here and while I was like living here, I literally used to hate on this city because it was making me feel like such pain and these emotions that I didn't want to feel. And I'm like, why am I feeling this? Or like, I'm going through my hair loss, like, why? Like, this is not how I wanted this experience to feel. Oh my God. Y'all heard that voice crack? Anyways, but I put Lumify in too, so I know my eyes is whites. Lumify sponsor me. Sometimes I hop in front of the camera and I'm like speaking about an idea that I scripted or that I wrote, but sometimes I just want to speak to y'all and I want y'all to just be like a fly on the wall for my life sometimes. And I don't want it to be so edited. I want some things to just be raw and real and authentic. And so I want to definitely come up with some more. I need to get me a couch or something, because it's the whole podcast vibe. And then with the view, oh yeah. When I was driving down, I had so much time to reflect. And I mean, it was 6.5 hours, and I've been in Tampa for a year. Like, it's funny because of how divine timing works, because I moved back from Atlanta to Tampa like end of May, June, like right before summer. And it's June 7th. Like, it's been a full year since I've been back in this city, right? And so I knew that, like, getting back on the road, and as I'm driving, I see things that weren't there before and some things that have changed, you know? Like, I was at Buc-ee's and they have a car wash across from the pumps, and they didn't have that when I was there. And then they're there's construction in places that wasn't there before. And even in the city, there's buildings going up that just weren't there. So the skyline looks a little bit different. And it's just like, wow, like, it's crazy because one thing about life is that things are always changing. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and what I started speaking about, was that how important it is to get out of your comfort zone and the familiarity, and just put yourself in the unknown, because that is when your life changed forever. Like, even though I was not happy here in ways, because the thing is, I could say that, but at the same time I was like, it was a different time. Like, Atlanta for me is really like a home away from home, because it's like, this city held me. It held me because, like, I felt when I was here, I felt so alone, and just, I was so deep in my isolation. Ooh, y'all saw the teardrop? Oh my goodness. I was so deep in my isolation And it's funny because I was really trying to control things here. Like when I was here and I was 19, I was like, I want my life to look like this. This is my goal. And if it doesn't happen like this, I'm not happy. And that's, I feel like half the reason why I didn't like it is because I felt the need to be in such control. I felt the need to be in such control. And Jay Shetty said something in a podcast, what I was listening to today on the way here. He said, letting go is hard, but holding on is harder. Like sometimes you have to let go of control. Sometimes you have to let go of a version of yourself. Sometimes you have to let go of beliefs in your perspectives because you allow an opportunity for something that you couldn't even imagine to come in. And that is what the unknown is. Whew, y'all. I feel like I'm having a therapy session with myself right now. This city just helped me create this new version of myself. Like, there is no way that I would be sitting here speaking to you guys right now and creating content if I didn't move here. 100%. 100%. Like, I mean, I'm meant to be doing content, like obviously, but I was obviously meant to come here and learn the lessons that like this city taught me and just be in the energy of Atlanta, really. And, you know, sometimes this city can feel overwhelming. Sometimes this city can feel chaotic, but like, this city is exactly what I needed, you know? And it's like, it was the perfect distance. It was the perfect environment. Everything was just so divine. Bro, pain. Like, honestly, for me, it felt like I went through so much pain or was at this low state that it made me realize that it made me find the how do I even say this? It felt like my dark times or my low times really allowed me to find the light in myself, find the light in this city, because like what made me emotional in my other clips that I was speaking about was that like it made me emotional being here because like I said, it's been a year since I was here. And also like when I was here, I was experiencing pain, loneliness, sadness. I felt I was really deep in my isolation in my isolation phase. And now a year later, like I'm so happy and I'm such at peace and I'm really strong in my energy now. And I've seen the growth and I can look back and I can see the reasons why I was meant to come here and why I was meant to feel those things. Because I remember in the moment being like, why? Like, why am I feeling this? Like, why me? I came here for a new beginning. And just because it wasn't the new beginning that I thought I was going to get doesn't mean it wasn't as beautiful or even more beautiful. And I cannot thank this city enough for the person that it made me. Like, I just have so much love for the city. And like, now that I don't live here anymore, like, I see so much beauty in this city that I didn't see before. But it's not because the city changed, it's because I changed. And like sometimes like you need space, like space and distance creates respect. Like when it comes to my ears ringing, when it comes to people, like space and distance creates respect. But like sometimes you really need to take a step back and reflect and look to see the beauty. Because sometimes, like, you can be so caught up in it. Sometimes you can be so deep in something that you can't see the beauty in it. And that's why it's just important to reflect. That's why it's important to have those moments where you can look back and learn those lessons. Because, wow. It's so funny, too, because when I came here or when I was my intention coming here was to be out. I was like, if I come back to Atlanta, like, I'm going to do it so differently. Like, I'm going to be outside. I'm going, and not outside in like a shaking my ass type of way, like outside getting content, outside seeing the city, experiencing new things, you know, being in the unknown. Like, that is the energy that I'm in now. And like I said, it just has completely flipped. And I might move back to Atlanta. I might. Like, the thing is, I say that, but it's probably because I'm in the moment. And like I said, this really is my home away from home, because I missed the beach. I missed the palm trees. I missed my family. Like, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of pros and cons. If you're watching this, like, this is your sign to get out your comfort zone. This is your sign to put yourself out there. And I'm not saying you're not going to be scared, because I'm scared. I'm scared now. I'm scared recording content sometimes and putting it up. But the thing is, like, then in like a year, it's not even going to be that big of a deal. That's what I have to tell myself. But like, yeah, if you're seeing this, this is your sign to really get yourself out of your comfort zone. This is your sign to really put yourself in the unknown, because the unknown is where the most beautiful things are born. I promise you. I'm getting chills. Like, I feel so in alignment. Like, I wish I could take this feeling that I'm feeling right now and give it to you guys, because it's like, if you guys only knew. And there's a part of me who wishes I was filming content a year ago when I was going through this, so you guys could also understand. Like, because it's like, me speaking about this isn't going to do it justice. And honestly, I could start uploading my like Snapchat stories, but those are also really personal and really vulnerable. But even this is too. But like, yeah, there's a part of me that wishes like I would have started content earlier, just so that you guys could have seen a little bit of that journey. But again, I was meant to go through that journey alone. And, you know, it really changed me as a person. And what I said in one of the other clips that it just didn't pick up was literally the place. So where I'm at right now is the hotel that me and my mom came to 2 years ago when we were looking for apartments that I was going to stay in Atlanta. And then we found it. And then the place that I ended up staying was called The Catalyst. And that name still gives me chills to this day, because it's like, if you guys, like, let me read the definition of like The Catalyst, because it is an agent that provokes or speeds significant change or action. So isn't that funny? Like, I'm going to read it one more time. The catalyst is an agent that provokes or speeds significant change or action. And that's where I stayed for a year. Psh. There was definitely so much change. Ooh, I'm getting chills. I just know that I wouldn't have as much appreciation for the city, or wouldn't find as much beauty in this city unless I went through those hard times. Because it really made me the person that I am today. And I love the person that I am today. Like, truly, like, because for me, because I went through those things, the city didn't change. Obviously, the city has put up new buildings and stuff like that, but it wasn't the city that was making me feel these things. It wasn't the city that made me feel alone and stuff like that. It was the space that allowed me to experience those things, but it wasn't the space that made me experience those things in the first place. It was me. Like, we control more than we think we do. Like, we control our emotions, we control our thoughts, we control our perspectives. So like, now me being here, like, obviously time is in between, is a big factor, obviously. And then the older that you get, you know, but like, this experience that I'm going to have this weekend and this experience that I've already had today is so different because I'm different, you know? And that's so beautiful. Because like I was saying, like, I really was in a darker space, you know, and now coming back here in a lighter space. Like it feels so full circle. It does. And it's like, I feel like I said this before I came here, and I said, Atlanta, I feel like I have unfinished business with you. And man, oh man. Like, I really did feel that way, because I was like, I had all these intentions and stuff to do. And sometimes, like, it just wasn't meant for right then, but doesn't mean it's not meant for now. And sometimes you have to become a certain person. You have to become this person to even experience those things that you're wanting to experience. Like, I wanted to become an influencer. I don't necessarily like using that word, but I just wanted to impact people and inspire people and show up online. But I couldn't do that without hitting record. So it feels different being here with the intention of creating a travel vlog and with the intention of filming like a sit down video like this. Like, it's so beautiful. And I'm so grateful again for this city. I am so grateful for this city. And I don't think I could live here full time, but it definitely is going to be a city that I could buy a house in or a condo. You know, like, I could see myself visiting this city often, but I don't think I could live here full time. I'm just so grateful to be here. I'm so happy to be here. I know this vlog is going to be amazing. And it's funny because I was like, oh, I'm just going to stay in and probably watch Suits, but they have Colony Square. They have Colony Square down the block. Like, literally, I could walk to it. And so I think I might do that. I have an outfit. With that being said, like, I love that, you know, I'm here as a content creator now and as this version of myself, and I'm showing up and in ways that I wasn't when I was here originally. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without the city, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without the pain and those feelings that I felt so deeply. Because, like, that's what kind of life is. Like, it's very much duality. Like, I believe in a balance that if you are feeling this low, you only can experience that much of a high, if that makes sense. And I know it will resonate for those who need to hear that. But with that being said, thank you. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for listening to me. I know that this was a lot, and I don't know how long it is. I don't know how much time that you gave me today, but I appreciate every second of it. And please go ahead and like this video. If you want to see more content like this, comment, say what's up, say, if there was anything specific that resonated with you. I would love to hear your feedback. And I'm going to definitely do some more content like this. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I hope that you're pouring love into yourself, and I will talk to you guys soon. Wow, I feel so good. I feel so good. This is the start of a new era.